love free stuff. Hello, I am so excited to talk to y'all today about this topic of self-care. Now that word gets thrown around a lot. In fact, in 2016, it was searched on Google double than it had been in any prior year. So what is self-care? Self-care are those action items that we take to improve our overall well-being, whether it's emotional or physical or spiritual or in your mind, whatever it is. Self-care is different for every person. There isn't one size fits all self-care. So what is Self-Care September? Summer is crazy. You might have traveled, you probably were spending a lot of time outside, you were hanging out with friends, visiting family, probably didn't take that much time for yourself. So I want us to take September and focus on ourselves, focus on self-care, and the alliteration doesn't hurt either. A lot of the research out there buckets self-care into two categories. The first one is called maintenance self-care, and those are the action items that you take on a regular basis that you have deemed important enough to impact your self-care. So this is unique to you. These are these things that you do or want to do every single day to help improve your stress levels and your overall well-being. It's a fancy word for habits. Adding on new habits is not an easy task. So I'm not telling you, here's a list of 10 things that you should do every day and let's start doing all of them starting on September 1st. That is not realistic. I want you to make this work for you. And I want you to do things that you want to do on a daily basis, not things that you feel like you have to do. So maybe for you, it's one habit that you are going to focus on every day in September. Maybe it's a couple. I'm going to pick 4 habits and focus on one each week during Self-Care September. Now, hopefully they'll be cumulative, and so when we get to week 2, I will also continue to do week 1's maintenance self-care action item, but who knows? And I want you to forgive yourself. You're gonna miss a day. It's not gonna be perfect, and that's okay. This is about loving yourself, taking care of yourself, and doing what's best for you. And so sometimes that might mean not doing it every single day, but if you have deemed it important to your overall well-being to think about doing it every day, do your best. According to research, the best way to start a new habit is to associate it with another habit that you already do on a day-to-day basis. So for example, one of my self-care maintenance items is going to be lighting a good smelling candle. I know that seems mundane, but it makes me really happy. Not to mention it uses up all those Bath & Body Works candles that I have sitting around my apartment. And so I'm gonna associate that with unpacking my bag from work. So when I get home from work, I always unpack my bag and hang it in the same spot. As soon as I hang my bag, I'm going to go light a nice smelling candle, and that's gonna be my association. I will link some videos and some resources on habit forming in the description box below. Okay, the second category, most resources called it emergency self-care. I don't like that term. I don't want to get to an emergency state where I feel like I have to indulge in self-care or I'm gonna fall apart. I'm going to change the name to as needed self-care. For me, that's every week. I need something that is just about me every single week, even if it's only for 30 minutes, maybe an hour, but out of my whole week, that's not really that much time. So these one-time as needed self-care items can be anywhere from sitting and reading for 30 minutes uninterrupted, or getting off of your phone for an hour, or something as big as going to get a massage. So for me, I'm gonna pick 4 items and I'm going to do them on Sundays. Self-care Sundays. I have a thing for alliterations. So I want you to do, again, what's best for you. Maybe it's one big item. Maybe you schedule a massage in the month of September. It's a little bit of a splurge, but that's your one thing. Maybe it's something that you do every week, like me, or maybe it is as needed, and you just have a list of 10 things that when you're feeling a little bit stressed or you need a little bit of self-love, that you go do that one thing, whether it's take a bath, read a book, go get some ice cream. So how can you participate in Self-Care September? There are 2 blog posts to help you get started. I will link them in the description below. The first one has a free planning guide that I have created to help you plan and schedule and track your Self-Care September action items, both your maintenance items and your as needed items. Additionally, I have posted a blog that has 100 ideas for self-care action items. I have them split into maintenance and as needed. There's 50 ideas for each. Some of these may not apply to you, but I'm hoping they at least get your juices flowing and you can think about what works best for you. The biggest part of this, I want us to talk about this. I want us to talk about self-care and self-love, and I want to communicate. So post about it. Post on Instagram, post on YouTube, and I want you to share all those links. I want you to share them in the comments of this video. Maybe you don't want to share your experiences on social media. Maybe you just want to tell your friends and family and loved ones. Maybe you want to tell your cat or your dog. Or if you just need somebody to talk about that's not public, feel free to email me. I am happy to talk about your self-care needs and experiences via email as well. I'm going to be sharing my experiences over on Instagram, mostly on stories, but posts as well, and on my blog. I'm going to be posting twice a week on the blog about the habits and maintenance action items that I am doing. So join me over there to hear about my self-care September experiences. Sharing your self-care experiences not only will motivate you to participate, but you can also win free stuff. I have partnered with a number of planner companies in this community that are going to support us through this self-care journey and have donated a number of items related to self-care. So what can you win? A $75 Erin Condren gift card sponsored by Samantha Kerr of Erin Condren, a bag of self-care goodies sponsored by Kayla of Oh Hello Stationery Co. and Microscope Beauty here on YouTube, 2 $50 Lush gift cards sponsored by Kit Life Planners, 2 $50 Etsy gift cards sponsored by the New York City Planner Addicts, a $50 Sephora gift card sponsored by Oh So Pretty Planner, a $50 Barnes & Noble gift card sponsored by Chrissy Ann Designs, a bundle including a Wellness Happy Planner and accessories from Stephanie Fleming of The Happy Planner, and a $100 Massage Envy gift card and $100 shop credit from Design Pandemonium. Thank you so much to all of these sponsors for encouraging us to just take a little bit of time for ourselves. So how do you enter? Each week I will be picking 2 winners, one here on YouTube and one over on Instagram. Here on YouTube, all you have to do to enter is comment below. Share an experience, share a plan that you have, share a tip that you have for self-care. Just comment below and that counts as your entry, and I will be picking a winner from the comments every week. You can enter on Instagram by posting something either to your feed or to your stories using hashtag PlanWithLakin_SCS. And each week I will pick one person from all of the hashtags that have been entered over the course of the month to be our winner from Instagram. You can enter both as many times as you want, and it is open internationally. So while I was researching, I found a quote that I really like. Don't just be good to others, be good to yourself too. I'm really excited to focus on ourselves this upcoming month, and here is to improving our overall well-being, health, and happiness. Thanks for watching.